What's going on, everybody? Nazdarachi back again with the part 2 for the Final Fantasy VII Vow Upon a Star event. We are going to quickly shoot through the relics that they have available in Banner 2 and give them a quick once-over. So, starting first off, we have Tifa's God Hand. It is a 6-star piece of Overstrike equipment, 169 attack, which is quite good actually, and no constant bonus effects. We only have the synergy bonus to add a small boost to earth damage when you're in a Final Fantasy VII dungeon. Not terribly useful. Overstrike itself, Meteor Strike, deal massive physical earth and non-elemental damage to one target, can break the damage cap. This is just very basic, nothing too crazy about it, except it does have a relatively high attack. Your odds of pulling this item in your relic draw are about 1.03%. Moving forward, we have the item that I really want. I actually did my relic draws first and filmed them, and now I'm going back through and doing the items, so unfortunately I did not get it. But it is a glove for Vincent, a bracer specifically. 24 attack, 28 magic, 94 defense, 90 resistance, and 19 mind. Also, it does have a boost to fire damage constant effect. Your Soul Break is the Burst Soul Break Galleon Beast. Deals 6 physical or magic fire and non-elemental attacks to all targets. Grant all allies a barrier that reflects damage, and grant haste and burst mode to the user. Attack type depends on the stats of the user. So this is a pretty cool Soul Break. Depending on what your stats are, it'll either do magic attacks or fire attacks. And the barrier that reflects damage is absurdly useful. It helps up your DPS, on the defensive end pretty crazily well. Again, sadly to say, I did not get this item when I pulled, but it is what it is. Claws of the Damned burst ability, deal 4 physical fire non-elemental attacks to one target, deals more damage if the user has Doom. Howl of the Damned, deal 4 magic fire non-elemental attacks to one target, deals more damage if the user has Doom. So one of them is a physical, and one of them is a magical. Both of them are in the School of Darkness, so they're boosted by having Doom on your user, and as well any other synergy or boost to darkness will imperil these attacks a little bit stronger. But they are fire based as well, and a lot of enemies are resistant to fire, so kind of a trade-off. Those burst abilities aren't the greatest, it's the actual Soul Break itself that's just really good here. The Reflect Damage Shell is just pretty useful against high-level enemies. And your odds of drawing the gloves for Vincent here are about 1.34%. Next item, Burst Soul Break for Red 13, Nanaki here. 123 attack, 96 magic. This item is a pretty decent hard support item. The Burst Soul Break Cosmo Canyon temporarily raise the attack and magic of all allies a moderate amount and grant them major regen and grant haste and burst mode to the user. So this will stack with stuff like Shout because it's different buffs. I believe it's 30% buff to stats. And really Red is a good support / magic user, so if you end up getting this and you use him, it's not terrible. Your chances of drawing this item are about 1.34%. The burst ability Steel Break Howl, deal physical damage to one target and temporarily lower its defense a large amount, reduce delay. And Stone Fang is the same thing but lowers its resistance instead of defense. Again, more break support abilities that will stack, so they can be pretty useful. I don't use Red 13, but he is pretty good. If you have him leveled and you have some good stuff for him, he can be decent. Next item is the Burst Soul Break Meteor Crusher for Tifa. It is 128 attack, no bonus effects whatsoever. Soul Break Meteor Crusher, deal 8 physical earth attacks to one target, grant haste and burst mode to the user, and temporarily infuse the user with the power of earth. This would have been a lot better if I had gotten this to combo with the Overstrike, but I did not pull this. It is a reasonably good burst Soul Break if you use Tifa, but again, a lot of enemies don't take a whole lot of earth damage. It's one of the least used elements in the game, but that can also turn around in your favor sometimes. Burst abilities, Falcon's Dive, deal 2 physical earth and non-elemental attacks to all targets, and Elbow Smash, deal 4 physical earth and non-elemental attacks to one target, both in the Monk School. Your chance of drawing this item is about 2.06%. It's not a terrible item. Again, I don't really use Tifa a whole lot, but I do have a water-based burst soul break for her, and I did pull her overstrike, as you guys will see a little bit later on, so I might have to do something about that, but again, I don't really have proper build-up for her. Super Soul Break Mako Barrage. It is item for Rufus, a new character. 120 attack, no bonus effects. Got about a 1.34% chance to pull this item. Super Soul Break Mako Barrage deals 6 range, dark, and non-elemental attacks to all targets. Temporarily lower their resistance to dark. Damage dealt increases when facing fewer enemies. This Super Soul Break is nearly identical to General Leo's Super Soul Break, except for Leo Shock does holy damage instead. All in all, Rufus does not seem to be the greatest character, and with him only getting this Super Soul Break, he really is not terribly useful of a character, but I don't know, it's still cool, I guess. Unfortunately, I did draw this item instead of Vincent's gloves, so I'm not too pleased about that, but I may use them down the road, so I can't complain but so much. Super Soul Break Bestial Roar, add Soul Break to Vincent. Deal 8 magic fire attacks to one target and temporarily infuse the user with the power of fire. So this Soul Break is not terribly useful compared to his Burst Soul Break. I mean, 81 attack, 126 magic. No bonus effects. I don't know. I did pull this item, and since I do have Vincent's other Super Soul Break, I probably will use it. I don't know which one of the two is going to be the better to use. Probably his other one, because it boosts the magic of the entire team, but just something for Vincent to keep him well-rounded here. Got about 2.37% chance to pull this item in your draws. Next item, Super Soul Break Crystal Cross. It's a thrown weapon for Yuffie here. 110 attack, 68 magic. No bonus effects or synergies whatsoever. Let's see, Super Soul Break Gauntlet. Instantly deal 3 ranged physical attacks to all targets and enable each ally to avoid 1 physical attack. It is a physical blink Super Soul Break. The combat portion of it's not really anything noteworthy, but the blink effect can come in handy. I do have her water-based Burst Soul Break, so I would probably use that instead of this, but again, like I said, for certain boss fights, those physical blinks for the whole team can definitely come in handy. You have about a 1.90% chance to pull this item in your draws. Super Soul Break Protector's Roar. I believe this item is fairly old. Attack 118, Magic 91, no bonus effects whatsoever. Super Soul Break Protector's Roar temporarily raises the attack and mind of all allies a moderate amount, and their defense a small amount. It is just buffs that will stack with other, Shelga and Protectica and other buffs that you put on your team. Just another support item for red here. Got about a 1.82% chance to pull this item. Not really what you'd be shooting for in this banner, but if you use red as a support or mage, then it can be potentially useful in certain situations anyway. Prism Rod, I'm not even going to go over that one because it was in the last banner. And that is everything, you guys. So like I said, I accidentally did my draws first and barely got them on camera, but I did get them. I'm going to go ahead and send y'all towards that section of the video now. So we'll move on to that, and I will see you guys here in 1 second. Are you kidding me? I got an item I didn't want. But I got the Overstrike for Tifa. Holy shit, man. I don't really use her. Please give me Vincent's glove. Please give me Vincent's glove. No! Oh man. I did not get Vincent's Burst, and I will never use Rufus, but I did get Tifa's Overstrike. And it does do a lot of damage, but it's very plain. I'm actually kind of sad about this. Let's do the 100 gem draw too. Ugh. Man, I really want Vincent's Burst Soul Break. This is shit. Well then, so we got what we got. It wasn't too bad of draws, honestly. The Tifa Overstrike, I do have one of her other burst soul breaks that's water based. I don't have her earth one, so it's not going to help out too much with the Imperil Earth. I have Vincent's other soul break, super soul break, so now I have 2 supers for him, but no burst. That's really sad. But it is what it is, I guess. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this Relic overview and this Relic draw. If you like this video, go ahead and toss a thumbs up on it and leave some comments. If not, no worries. Sub my channel and I will definitely be back again with more Final Fantasy record keepers and some other video game stuff too in the future. I will talk to you guys soon. Have a good evening. Later.